Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I want to thank you so very much for visiting this post. This is early morning, I believe it's the 27th. Christmas was a wonderful time for so many people who have been waiting for it. Sad, perhaps, that there might be some who didn't really get a chance to be excited and to feel the vibrations from the excitement being real. But I wake up this morning thinking about us, we people, human beings, as always, and dog crossed my mind. I thought dog, D-O-G, and well, when I was growing up, I'm sure many of you did, got I got a chance to think about the reverse spelling of dog, D-O-G, G-O-D, God. And maybe there's an association with that name, with the lifestyle that they each represent, that is significant in understanding God. Dog. I once had a dog growing up in Mississippi. Being black, you don't have dogs in your house. You don't have dogs treating them all that nice. In fact, you don't have any association with the dog except the times that you're using that dog for which you got that dog for. Some people got the dog to be around the house so they can bark if somebody's coming on. So they made sure that dog had food and water. And then he got a chance to observe the house because he was outside. There might be times when the weather changed, you have something built special outside or porch that you would kind of set it up so the dog could be comfortable. But in your house, running around in your house, jumping on your bed, in your lap, are you crazy? Now, I'm not saying other people didn't do that. I'm just saying from where I come from, this is what I understand. And then you can turn around and see people have dogs sitting in cars with glasses on. You say, well, where in the world did this come from? And you say, well, some people got that kind of affection and some kind of emotional contact with dogs. Somebody say, well, how can you do that when you have so much less of that same stuff for human beings? I mean, you can hug a dog but shoot a person. That didn't make too much sense to me. But sense or not, that's the way the world is. But there are more simpler things. They all come from the same problems and the solutions are the same. I think about during this Christmas time when you go to the stores and you're taking food off the shelves, you're taking clothes off the lines, and as you remove them, somebody else is replacing them to make sure that when you come through there, that thing is stacked the way you want. You can go to where you're familiar or where the signs lead and do your thing. Same things for when you go to a car dealership. There it is. All of what your choices might be at this time. Prices vary perhaps, but the people are there ready to assist you in everything that you would need to do. But let's not go there. Let's go to the service station where you got the clerks serving you your purchases. You got them stacking shelves. You got them, well, they used to, I don't know if they're still doing it, washing your windshields, putting gas in your tank for you, doing all of those things that makes you feel special. You don't have to do, well, you say, is there something wrong with these jobs? Of course not. There should be more gentle positions that will serve and benefit the people. There's nothing wrong with the job. Here is where the problem lies, the benefit. Sure, it's wonderful working, and especially if that's the kind of work that you want to do and that gives you your greatest joy. Here's where the sad thing comes along, is that so many, well, everybody that doesn't have the luxury of not feeling the pain and suffering from food, clothing, shelter, and education, and health care, all of these things are accessible to you. You don't have any pain, you don't have to worry about the cost, you don't have to worry about anything. You just get it because you're prepared. You got what it takes. But everybody else, I don't care where you're working at, if these things are not as free flowing to you for you to benefit from as those who I just described, maybe I'm speaking of the 1%. But if you can have access to the things of life that you desire, it doesn't necessarily have to be what the 1% want, but it's what you want. And if the prevention from getting it is something outside of yourself, my message today is to tell you that there's a God that says you're being cheated, that you're serving the wrong master. Because as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights, that is to say to all human beings that live on this earth was qualified as it was designed to serve your purpose. And that would be whether you wanted to live on this earth as if you were in heaven or if you wanted to live as if you are in hell. The choice is yours, and what you see is what you get. So forget your speech. What you see is you. If it's heaven, it's you. If it's hell, it's you. If it's anything in between, it's you. It's you. And it's all of you. This is no one. You can be righteous as an individual and stay righteous as an individual. And you must know what righteous is. Righteous is not standing up for yourself. Righteous is standing up for what is right. Now, if men are deceived, if humans are deceived by the lie, and you have had your eyes open, some people might call it woke, I don't know what that means, but if you can see, then you must at least feel something that does hurt you, that really does hurt you, to see people walking into brick walls and stumbling in ditches, and it's got to hurt. How can you sit back and let people do that? Crime and violence, poverty, sickness, diseases. Come on. But I thought about that dog. When I came to, a different lifestyle, I saw how other people treated their dogs. And I could feel sometimes that joy that dog felt from being treated like that. And then I think about my dog. My dog now is not under the house. My dog now is in the house. My dog now can go back and forth all over the house. But one thing that dog cannot do, that dog cannot get on my couches, cannot get on my bed, cannot get in my chairs. Why? Because there's the difference between a dog and a human being. Then I thought, if I came back as a dog, would I want to come back as the way I treat my dog? Or would I want to come back the way maybe someone else treats their dog that I have been impressed by? And something says you probably want to come back as that other dog instead of your dog. And I thought about that for a minute because that sounds real good. Would I really want to be treated like my dog, like I treat my dog? Or would I want to be like somebody else treated their dog and something made me feel funny? And so I thought to myself, well, I've also heard that not always is the grass greener on the other side. So you be thankful for the blessing that you got. There's nothing wrong with reaching for the best. But at the same time, to reach toward the best, your game got to change. And so the message that I say is that your dog and God, those words, the meaning of them, the expressions, male, dog, spirit, might be trying to tell us something. And what is it trying to tell us? It's trying to tell us this, that the God who created this earth and prepared for all human beings to live here and make their choice, we have seen everything going on. And we have all been wrong in everything that we have done, except those who were killed because they were doing what they were given to do. But the rest of us are alive today. Every last one of us, the rich and the poor, the black and the white, the all of us are responsible. The carnal people, the preachers, the church packed people, the people who are at the soup lines, all of us are responsible for the conditions of the world. And if you don't believe it, look at it like this. We accept it every day. And at night we go to sleep, and tomorrow we'll wake up accepting it all over again. We are responsible for this. Well, we can change it, but in